As the Los Angeles Lakers look to punch their ticket to the NBA Finals by taking on the defending champions San Antonio Spurs. Hi, everyone. With Clark Kellogg, Mike Fratello, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Clark, this series has renewed the rivalry of the decade for sure.
No doubt about it, Kevin. This is now the 6th playoff series between the Lakers and Spurs since '99. And while LA is on the verge of taking a 4-2 advantage in those matchups, the Spurs have won 4 titles in that span compared to the Lakers 3. Excellence on both sides.
Yeah, Clark, a lot of great basketball. And of course, Mike, at the center of this rivalry are the stars, Kobe Bryant and Tim Duncan. Mike, what have you seen from them?
Well, Kobe has been the best player in this series so far. I don't think anyone would argue with that. He's played with great intensity on both ends and looks hungrier than ever to get back to the finals. And on the other side, Tim Duncan is coming off a championship. But the Spurs need him to be better if they want to get back in this series.
Right now, let's check the starting lineups for the San Antonio Spurs. They've got Tim Duncan up front with Bruce Bowen and Fabricio Oberto, and Tony Parker along with Michael Finley at the guard spots. And for the Lakers, it's league MVP Kobe Bryant paired with Derek Fisher in the backcourt. Up front, Lamar Odom and Radmanovich at the forward spots. And the terrific Pau Gasol manning the middle.
LA now leads this series 3-1, but they started it off in dramatic. Fashion. In game 1, they trailed 65-45 midway through the third quarter, and then Kobe Bryant erupted, scoring 25 second-half points and rallying the Lakers to a win.
And the dunk by Kobe.
A guy with Fisher's attention to detail is going to see that opening every time and exploit it.
And Parker, here we go. Lays it up and banks it in. So Clark and the Lakers' 3 wins this series. They've only allowed 82 points per game, holding San Antonio to only 38% shooting. They're playing suffocating defense.
Kevin, to me, the Lakers have just looked like the better team. I mean, in large part because they've been able to play with that sustained and focused energy. The Spurs, on the other hand, have shown their age a bit, often looking worn down by the end of these games.
And clearly, Kobe's looking, Coach, to build off the momentum of that 28-point, 10-rebound Game 4.
Well, the Spurs are going to have their hands full once again. No one has been able to hold them below 22 points in these players.
Rejected by Gasol.
Using his length on defense, love seeing Gasol throw his weight around on this end.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Well, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
Now here's Duncan. Parker looking over the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocks down the 3-ball.
The spacing that Finley creates is so important to this team. When the 3-point shot is falling for him, it opens up the floor for the rest of his teammates.
Right now, let's send it over to David Aldridge, who has some news on the controversial ending to Game 4. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, after reviewing the final play of Game 4, the NBA admitted a foul should have been called on Derek Fisher. Now, it was not in the act of shooting, but the Lakers were over the foul limit, so a foul still would have sent Brent Terry, the Spurs small forward, to the line with a chance to tie the game. And Spurs coach Greg Popovich was asked about the play. He said, it wasn't a foul. I think it was a proper no call from what I saw. Guys?
Yeah, David, he may be right, and thank you for that report. Mike, Spurs fans might be upset, but it sounds like the coaches and the players aren't dwelling on...
And that play was not where the game was lost. And they don't have time to focus on the past.
Duncan with a screen on Fisher. Here's Parker. Here's Duncan. Parker outside. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Duncan can't hit. Well, the Lakers swept the Nuggets in their first-round series, Mike. And in the second round, the Jazz pushed them to 6 games.
Utah fought hard, but their defense got torched by Kobe Bryant. He averaged 33 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. Gasol and Odom each averaged 18 points on top of that.
Here is Parker following the basket by Kobe Bryant. Parker inside. He can't get it to go. The Lakers in the lead. For 3, Kobe got it. 14 points for him in the quarter.
A tireless worker, Kobe's put so much time into his J, perfecting the pull.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Kobe Bryant really making a difference here.
So it's back to the drawing board for this defense. Dude is lighting them up.
On the lookout for San Antonio. Thomas checked in, comes in for Bowen. And it's Ginobili in for Michael Finley. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game.
Sacrificing his body, putting it on the line right there.
That takes tremendous grit. Taking charges, not for the faint of heart.
After the Spurs in a grueling second-round matchup against New Orleans. That was decided, as we know, in 7 games.
Chris Paul was magnificent in that series, averaging over 23 points and 10 assists. But the Spurs managed to win the last 2 games of the series behind some incredible offensive performances from Manu Ginobili.
Now Ginobili, following the 3-point attempt by Kobe Bryant. Ginobili, the pass to Duncan. And Gasol sends it back. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Lakers on D. It's a 5-point game. And that one's good. Parker's got 8 points.
And this is a shot Parker loves. He has this teardrop shot dialed down.
Here's Bryant. Count it, and 16 for the quarter.
This postseason run, very impressive for Kobe Bryant. He is averaging 31 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. And he's also shooting a playoff career high, 51% from the field.
And Kobe's efficiency has even gone up in this series. He's shooting 53% here against the Spurs. That's impressive considering they're a top-ranked defense.
Cracks it in. That's 18 for him in the quarter.
Kobe Bryant, so hard to slow down. What a gifted offensive player.
Duncan outside. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. The pass to Ginobili. Here's the 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. Head to the line for 3 free throws.
I don't agree with his physicality right there. I mean, his defense didn't need to be that tight.
Especially out there in three-point land. Just wasn't a smart play.
Michael Finley, he's checked in for San Antonio.
Boy, the energy Ginobili plays with is actually unbelievable. He's a whirling dervish out there who is always doing something borderline spectacular.
Outside, Bryant. That's now the 34th consecutive game that Kobe has reached at least 20 points. His streak dates all the way back to March 9. Parker.
The tight space quickness of Tony Parker really allows him to challenge that interior defense.
San Antonio shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And Parker drops them both. It'll count. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Kobe Bryant making things happen for Los Angeles. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. And we'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Los Angeles, where the Lakers look to close out the defending champion San Antonio Spurs. Spurs trail by 4. Like, of course, earlier this month, Kobe Bryant was awarded his first NBA MVP with averages of 28 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals a game, while taking his team, the Lakers, to the top seed in the Western Conference.
And it feels somewhat overdue. He's arguably been the best player in the world for a few years now. And this wasn't even his best statistical season.
An even 3-on-3 break. Gasol against Duncan. Stolen by Thomas. Here's Barry. Finished off the break. Ryan already in double figures here. Mike, he could be in for another huge night.
He has that look in his eye. He doesn't want this series to go back to San Antonio. He wants to end it tonight.
Outside for Kobe. Second chance shot. Good, and the assist. That time by Gasol. Bryant's got 4 points now in the quarter. Fisher against Ginobili. Fires the 3. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles lead's cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Barry.
Ginobili is such a solid passer. Drops a dime whenever he can for a ready shooter.
Driving to the basket, and the shot is good. Ginobili's got 5.
Defense should have sent help. A size advantage down low makes for an easy 2 points.
All right, let's now send it to David Aldridge on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Now, it's a bit of a surprise that Kobe's had such difficulty getting to the line during the series. After averaging 16 free throw attempts per game in the series against Utah, he's only averaged 1.5 free throw attempts in 4 games against the Spurs. That's his lowest playoff total since 1998. When Phil Jackson was asked about Bruce Bowen's defense on Bryant in Game 4, Jackson said, "The guy's got quick hands, but he's also unusual." Because Kobe didn't get 1 free throw attempt in 29 shots. Kevin?
David, I can't believe that. Amazing. Thank you for that great report. You know, a tongue-in-cheek response from Coach Jackson, Mike, we heard there.
Even without getting to the line, Kobe has remained extremely effective.
Bowen, he's checked in for Finley. Here's Barry. And there's the call on Ginobili. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Like in the battle between these two MVPs, Kobe Bryant has had the clear advantage.
Tim Duncan just hasn't had the same impact for the Spurs. And that's been the difference in this game. The Lakers have been dominant here at home, going 7-0 so far in these playoffs. And their last home loss was actually 2 full months ago at the hands of the Memphis Grizzlies.
And, you know, Mike, their playoff success at home goes back nearly a decade. Since moving to the Staples Center in 1999, the Lakers have gone 50-10 at home in the postseason. That is about an 83% winning clip.
Duncan, that's good. It's Thomas picking up the assist. Duncan's got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, the focus and concentration that Duncan has in close is really quite remarkable. He doesn't let tough defense get to him at all.
Ginobili against Fisher. And there's the call on Derek Fisher. That's his first foul.
Yeah, you know, he takes the hit, but looks like he didn't get his feet set in time.
Yeah, I think there was some movement at the point of contact.
A different look now for San Antonio. Finley comes in for Kurt Thomas. And Parker subbed in for Manu Ginobili. After averaging 20 points on 57% shooting Clark in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs, Pau Gasol's production has dipped here against the Spurs. His average is down to 13 points.
Well, the presence of Tim Duncan, one of the all-time great defenders, certainly correlates to Gasol's numbers dropping. Phil Jackson has expressed that he wants to see Gasol be more aggressive and going up stronger inside.
Spurs making a switch here. Roberto's checked in. Tries the spin move. 7-foot shot. And Gasol sends it back. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's Kobe. Makes it with 31 points on the half.
Kobe locked in right now. The Spurs need to get the ball out of his hands and force somebody else to beat him before it's too late.
Floats one. Rejected by Gasol. And he gets it back. Duncan gets a wide open look. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Mark, for Pau Gasol, his 4th playoff appearance and the first time that he's advanced past round 1.
Well, advancing in the playoffs is so much about what kind of team you have. He did make the playoffs 3 times in his 6 seasons with the Grizzlies, but they got swept all 3 times because they were overmatched by their opponent. But it wasn't Gasol's fault. He was their leading scorer in each postseason trip.
Here's Finley following the basket by Kobe Bryant. Bowen the pass to Parker. Pocket 6. Puts one up from 19. Parker with another miss.
He's a solid mid-range shooter, but just wasn't able to knock that one down.
Count it at 16 for the quarter.
Tell you what, looks to me like they're trying to crack this door open.
Yeah, they've got the momentum. Can they separate now?
And that one's good. Parker.
Really a tough spot on the floor, but Parker makes it look so smooth.
Outside, Kobe. He got it up. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Kobe Bryant making things happen for the Lakers. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. Back to the action in just a minute. And a look at the beautiful LA coastline. 3rd quarter. Welcome back to the 2nd half. It's Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals here in LA. The Spurs trying to force a Game 6 against the hometown Lakers. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Trailing by 5. Coach, back in December, Kobe Bryant became the youngest player in NBA history to reach 20,000 points at the age of just over 29 years old, beating out former record holder Wilt Chamberlain by just 12 days.
And Kobe just keeps adding to the list. He was already the youngest player.
And Kobe's on fire, torching one of the best defenses in the NBA.
You know, you got to guard Kobe the moment he calls his half court. He's got that kind of range, and he doesn't have any reservations about letting it fly.
Inside, here's Finley. A rebound by the Lakers. There we go, Mike. Once again, Kobe Bryant putting on a clinic.
And Kobe has been doing this throughout the entire postseason. Just torturing opposing defenses with his offensive mastery.
Parker passes to Duncan. Here's Bowen. Dishes it to Parker. And there's the drive. And the layup's good off the glass. 14 points for Parker.
Look at how Parker moves on the drive. Ready to turn on a dime to get around you.
Back to Kobe. Bogdanovich for 3. Outside, Bryant. He kicks it to Fisher. Gasol passes to Bryant. And here's Fisher outside. Back to Kobe. The 3. Gasol dishes to Bryant. And here's Fisher outside. Sinks the triple. And the Lakers lead by 9. Tim Duncan, Mike, has given his all in this series, averaging 23 points, 18 rebounds, a couple of blocks. And Coach, he's playing almost 40 minutes a game.
He played 44 minutes in that Game 4 loss, and I thought he looked tired in that final quarter. He got beat to a couple of rebounds and loose balls. We'll have to keep an eye on his energy level as this second half progresses.
Pass to Duncan. With the drive, a stupendous finish in traffic. Duncan's got 10.
An incredibly talented player. Duncan has the skill of a guard in that forward size.
They get it again, and Bryant kicks to Radmanovich. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And it's Parker in the corner. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Pass to Finley. Just 5 to shoot from outside the arc. Bowen's shot is off. This series, of course, features 2 of the greatest coaches in league history. Clark on one side, we've got Phil Jackson. On the other side, Greg Popovich.
Yeah, Kevin, 2 great coaches, regardless of sport, but they do have incredible basketball minds. They combined to win 13 of the last 17 NBA championships. Jackson is responsible for 9 of those. These are 2 of the best we've ever seen do it.
San Antonio calls timeout.
It's time, everyone. Let's hear it for your Laker girl.
Some changes here for the Spurs. For Thomas, he's checked in for Roberto. Barry comes in for Bowen. And it's Ginobili in for Finley. Kobe Bryant has put together, Mike, another excellent performance right before us.
And the Lakers are just getting more out of their superstar. Bryant is outperforming Tim Duncan.
And, Coach, the versatility of Lamar Odom is so important to this Lakers team.
He's their point forward and does a little of everything for this team. A true utility guy. And with power here, there's less scoring pressure on his shoulders.
Radmanovich's shot is off. Spurs. And Ginobili wide open. He shoots. The three-pointer no good. Outside, Kobe. Here's Gasol. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Kobe's got assist number 5 here. Parker passes to Duncan. Ginobili outside. Dishes it to Duncan. And stolen by Bryant. The shot and game clock separated by 4. They get it back. Gasol kicks to Bryant. Back to Gasol. Thomas with the steal in transition. Here come the Spurs. Pulls up. Ginobili finds Parker. Jacks up a 3. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Ginobili.
Boy, I tell you, lefties just look better shooting the basketball. I don't know what it is. It looks purer, sweeter, and softer if you shoot it with your left hand.
And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we are back for the fourth quarter action here in Southern California, where Kobe Bryant and the Lakers Spurs look to punch their ticket to the NBA Finals. Coach, the Spurs have been a model of consistency, not just in the NBA, but in all of sports.
That's right. They had their 9th consecutive 50-win season after going 56-26. They've won 4 titles in the last 9 years and 3 in the last 5. Their organization deserves a lot of praise. Something that stands out with Radmanovic is his immense confidence as a shooter. He'll let it fly from anywhere.
And so it's Ginobili bringing it up now for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a 13-point game. And he gets it back. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Like this is becoming routine. Kobe Bryant with another exceptional performance here again tonight.
Even with the defense focused on him, he's been impossible to stop. Bryant is in complete control of this game.
The shot's good from Gasol.
Dependable follow-up play from Gasol. He positions himself well off ball.
Passes it to Duncan. To the middle. The shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. 12 points for Duncan.
What a pass by the fearless Manu Ginobili. Great teamwork.
Bryant finds Fisher. From the top in the second half.
Always fun to watch Kobe setting other people up.
Fisher against Ginobili. Lets it go with the 3. Again, the miss by Ginobili.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
It is, Clark, important to note that this is Kobe's first time reaching the conference finals without Shaquille O'Neal.
And I think that's fueled Bryant's motivation, Kevin. I mean, there's been a lot of doubts about his ability to reach this point without Shaq. And when O'Neal got his 4th championship ring with the Heat, you know that lit a fire inside of Kobe Bryant.
Finley the pass to Ginobili. Now Finley. Pass to Oberto. There's the 3. They grab their own miss.
You know, and to put things simply, they've outworked the opposition on the glass, which is why they have this lead.
Yeah, coach has to be really happy with their effort on the board. Just being absolutely relentless and torching the opposition as a result.
Gasol. Bucket is good.
Inside, Gasol is deadly. I mean, his height means finding a shot this close, not too much work at all for him.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Kobe Bryant really making a difference here.
He can't miss from deep. The defense has to regroup here, and I think they've got to change things up because he's locked in from behind the arc.
Thomas checked in for the Spurs. Parker comes in for Finley.
Let's give him a big round of applause. Your dance team.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. They get the rebound. Ginobili finds Parker. He doesn't hit that one. Lakers leading by 17. Down low, here's Gasol, and finish off by Gasol.
Really a short trip to the rack for Gasol there.
So it's the Spurs now. Teardrop shot, and that one's good. Parker.
Tough matchup because of the height differential, but he did a nice job of carving out space for his shot there.
Craftiness beating size.
To the inside. Gasol, no good.
I love how he challenged the shot. That takes some guts near the hoop.
Nobody near Parker. The putback, Duncan on the follow.
Well, you know, Duncan's too big and talented not to put a body on him. And he's always lurking around looking for offensive boards.
Inside, stolen by Thomas. Ginobili with the ball. Picked up by Bryant. And the basket by Ginobili. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Here's Gasol. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Gasol's got 10 points here in the second half.
You know, at one point it looked like there was still a chance, but I think that time has come and gone.
Now they're just hoping to end with something they can build on.
Ginobili the pass to Bowen. From the arc. The Spurs rebound. Lakers leading by 15. Bryant dishes to Fisher. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. No good from outside. Here's Bowen. And he dunks it right on Lamar Odom.
How about Bowen getting it done on the drive? Awesome to see him going in with confidence.
Clark, how about the unselfishness of this team?
Love the willingness to make that extra pass, and it has the defense in a scramble mode.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I don't think there was any question about that being a foul.
Yeah, no debate here. We could clearly see the contact.
And the second free throw, good.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Duncan grabs the rebound.
I like his tenacity getting to the basket there, even though the dunk rattled out. 99 times out of 100, he'll get the dunk or the foul.
Lightning quick. Tony Parker finishing the break.
And the Lakers can just let the clock run down here. Good! That's Odom's third three-pointer of the postseason and first of this series. Parker outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Gets the defender to sell out on the pump fake, then flips it in.
Oh, they are the new Western Conference champions. The Los Angeles Lakers are headed back to the NBA Finals for the first time since 2004 after taking down the defending champion Spurs in 5 games.
And we know how much this means for Kobe to get back to the finals. And to do it against Tim Duncan and an organization like the Spurs makes this an even greater accomplishment.
We all heard, Clark, the questions and doubts about Bryant. But this playoff run should silence the critics.
Yeah, I would agree the mute button should be on all of those critics because Kobe put together another amazing performance tonight. He's proved throughout the regular season and playoffs that he is the most skilled and determined player in the world right now.
And let's go down to the floor where Ernie Johnson is alongside Kobe Bryant.
We're going back to the finals for the first time since '04. How does that feel to you?
It's exciting, man. We're all excited, you know. And I'm just happy for my guys, happy for the city, and we ain't done yet.